The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Now, this is a story that I am sure will spark maybe a little bit of controversy in the comments, so just be wary because we are talking about some interesting themes of the right way to be a Christian. Weird. So, Tammy Faye, this is a movie based on her life. It's a real woman. She was kind of those gospel people that did like the televangelist stuff, came big in like the 60s, 70s, and 80s, had some incidents with her husband in the 90s, and we saw the downfall of her career since then. And I went into this with almost no expectations. I was like, okay, this has got a lot of buzz at some of like the film festivals it went to. Chastain is doing an incredible performance, and holy shit, the prosthetics on Jessica Chastain, it looks nothing like her. It's fantastic to see that. So I went into this because I'm like, it's that time of year again. We're going to go watch these like TIFF hits, and I'm like, I can't wait to see it. This movie, I honestly think, is in my top 3 of the year. I genuinely think this is incredibly funny. I don't know if this movie is intentionally supposed to be funny, but it is goddamn hilarious. Because... Okay, a little behind the scenes. When I saw this in theaters, I was with a group. It was very, like maybe 10 other people in the theater. The people that went to see this with me were very, Christian, and they were very that type of person. And I'm not saying anything about that type of person, but very, like, religiously heavy. These type of people that wouldn't normally go to a movie. And then when we're watching this, the scenes that are intentionally supposed to make you have a little chuckle, they burst out laughing. But the scenes where I'm like, let's get on our knees and pray in this situation when our car was stolen, I'm like, this is so fucking insane that people do this. And I'm sorry. I am so sorry if that's the type of person you are. But I'm just like, between Jessica Chastain and Andrew Garfield, who is phenomenal in this, the way that those two play off each other and the way they talk and interact, it is so obvious. And maybe I'm missing the mark on this. But it just seems so obvious that they understand this. These people are insane, and they shouldn't be taken seriously, so we're going to play them up as a joke. These leads, okay, Tammy Faye and Jim Bakker, they are played as fucking jokes in this movie, and it works so well because they are just weird people. They're just these weird Christian people who come around trying to preach the gospel in this way, but are so hypocritical about it because they are literally asking for money from you. And that's the thing about this that I don't know if people get. It's just like, this is so weird to like be the son of God and like praise his name, but also be like, send me $15 every month or I won't be able to give you this thing that you can do without me. It is so weird, and it's just played up as like this really insanely dark comedy, I think unintentionally. I don't think it's intentionally supposed to be this funny, where you just see these people who are just like so out of touch with reality that they just like have this weird view on God and money and religion. It's just so weird to me. Like I said at the beginning, Chastain is incredible in this. She is transformative. You do not know it's her. I can clearly pick out an actor sometimes when it's like, yep, that's them doing this role. She is so transformative that you just buy it's a different person. She feels like a real lunatic, this really weird lady, and the hardships of her life I understand, but I also think it's very like self-implosive, where a lot of the stuff that she did is her own fault. It's really, really cool. She's got to win an Oscar. Maybe not win. If she's not nominated, it's a damn shame, because that is a hard role to pull off authentically, and showing the vulnerability in these scenes and how you're gaslighted by your husband throughout your whole life. It is insane. But Andrew Garfield is Jim Bakker, a man I vaguely knew about. I had the smallest recollection of him. I love it because he's playing this as this weird cultist in a sense, where it's just like, here we come. I am here in your lives now. You will listen to me and you will give me all this stuff. He kind of like cracked the market on like the televangelist stuff, where it's like, hey, we can broadcast to your home and you could pledge into us to give us money so you could have us in your life. It's, again, I don't know how to talk about this without being mean, but it is such a big scam. I just think like the televangelist stuff, it is so silly. It makes little sense to me, and I'm just amazed. I'm amazed like a nation fell for this stuff, and the way that like the big old church and some of the reverends and everybody are portrayed in this, it is just very much like we are almost above the government because these Democrats are trying to make us pay our taxes. We have to give them like the old Republican hoo-ha and show them that the gays are bad and that God doesn't pay for shit. I'm just like, this is intense and weird. It's very much kind of like that I, Tonya style of comedy where it's just like so not trying to be funny and that's what makes it funny. It's almost a parody of these people. And I love it. Garfield is great. Chastain is great. Vincent D'Onofrio is surprisingly interesting in this. I was like, oh, look, here he is. Yeah, it's cool. He's playing that character. It works really well. The fact that this was like a real thing that happened is mind-boggling because it's insane what this man did. The amount of money he took, the amount of money he embezzled, the lies, the rape. It's just like, what the hell did this guy do? And now he got out of prison. He got out of prison. I'm like, really? What? I just think it's insane. This is so insane. These people are insane. And this film was just insanely weird and fun. And Chastain, again, just amazing. You really don't know it's her. And it's just gorgeous to see her have that much fun in here. It is absolutely amazing. This film, it's surprisingly weird. Whatever you're thinking about this, you're like, this is for Christians. I'm like, no, Christians are gonna love it. Like, look at these guys preaching and how the world portrayed them. How Jim Baker's a good guy, but like, no, he embezzled a bunch of money. He did things to women. He's probably hiding his homosexuality because he's part of the church. The church hid all of his stuff from him. He gaslighted his wife and forced her to take drugs. This guy's bad. The church is bad. Everything about religion is portrayed as this really dark parody of religion in this movie, and the acting is phenomenal because it doesn't seem like they're playing into the fact it is a parody. They're just seeing these people as the fucking freaks they are. I think it's brilliant. This film is brilliant and weird, and I know some people are going to miss the point of it, and maybe I completely missed the point of it. Maybe this is just supposed to be a basic biopic where it's just like, look at what happened to this woman, but I honestly think we're seeing the lives of two people who kind of like just built themselves up to be these things, and their downfall was all predicted, and I'm just like, this is so insane. I love it, and Chastain has my vote currently to win the Oscar. No one has come close to that performance. So, The Eyes of Tammy Faye, surprisingly, I'm going to give an 8 out of 10. Now, thank you guys for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, and I will catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, good luck. And remember, God loves you. He really, really does. I'm sorry if you are a hardcore Christian. I'm sorry. It's just insane.